bunch of hotels, and I actually looked these up on Google, except I put them with letters for names instead of, so to make it a little easier. Okay, I'm going to try to choose a hotel considering these two categories: how long it takes to walk to this place, this internship, and then how much it costs for 10 days. Okay. So you might think, well, let's go ahead and see which one's the closest. So you sort it, A through Z, and B is the closest. Okay. But the price for B is like a little high, so we can go to the price and let's go ahead and sort that one. Okay, well, this one's way cheap, but it's 48 minutes walk, which is pretty far. So you might think, well, if I want both of those things to be combined, well, maybe I'll just sort one of these. And then from this list of like pretty close places, see if there's any one that's not too expensive. And so like G's looks like it's pretty low, 7 minutes. This one's 24 minutes away, and the price is like half of the other ones, at least half, or less. And you could do okay with that if you just have like 2 or 3 columns. But if the problem is that if you start adding more and more columns that you want to consider, like say you also want to think about the guest rating or how close it is to other people's houses and, you know, nightlife areas, and, you know, is it close to the metro and all those kind of things. If you sort one column and you try to compare all those things, it's going to be too difficult. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change everything into a score. So that way all we have to do is just add up all the scores and see which one has the best combined result. So how do you do that? Now you might be thinking just add these 2 columns together. But if you do that, since these numbers for the price are way higher, it's going to totally overwhelm the numbers for the minutes to walk. And the whole thing will just be based off of one column, whatever the biggest number is. Okay, at this goes from 3 to 54, but I'm going to convert this to a scale of like 1 to 100. Okay, so we call that a normalized score, or in this case, walking. Okay, and there's a formula for how you do it. In general, you take equal sign 100 multiplied by. Okay, and then I'm going to have 2 sets of parentheses that are being divided. Okay, in the first one, I'm going to click on the box where the data is and subtract it from the lowest value in this data set, which I know is 3. This is sorted in order. The second set of parentheses has to do with like how big my range is. So the highest is 54, the lowest is 3. So I do 54 minus 3. And that's it. Let me get rid of these extra decimals. Okay, so now I have my walking score, and it's 0 through 100. Okay, and then I'm basically going to do the same thing for the total price. So let's do that. Add another column.
Okay, so I'm going to sort this column first. Now to get the normalized price score, I do the same exact thing, basically. I start off equal sign 100, so I'm going to make the scale 0 to 100, times, and it's going to be parentheses, divided by parentheses. Okay, first parentheses, I'm going to take this value in the box, so this goes from 380 to 8450. Okay, click on the box, minus the smallest number, 380. Second one, I'm going to look at the highest and lowest values. So the highest is 8,450, the lowest is 380. 8,450 minus 380. There it is. So now this score goes from 0 to 100 for the price. And I can sort this one. It also goes 0 to 100 for how close this place is. Okay, so probably the easiest way to do it is just average these 2 numbers. Equals average. Click. And you can click this box and this box. Oops, this box, comma, this box. Okay, perfect. You got it. So that's your combined score.
Cool. Let's do what's called a sanity check. Let's just check if this is scoring the stuff that we want the way we want it. All right, the highest number on this is a 74. Okay, what is that one? That's 27 minutes to walk and 8,450 for 10 days. Ooh, that's not cheap. Something's wrong. Well, what's the worst one? Lowest score. Well, that's only 7 minutes to walk, and that price is not that high compared to the other ones. So, what's happening? The problem is that we actually don't want a high number for these two categories, right? Like, you don't want to walk a long time to get to your job, so you actually want the lowest value. And same thing for the price. You don't want to have to pay a lot. You want to pay kind of like a low value. So there's a real quick fix to adjust that. Basically, we're going to do what's called low is good. All right. And the way we do that is we do 100 minus that number. Okay, so this is equal to 100 minus whatever you got here. It's basically just going to flip it so that you're going to get a high number if the price is low and the walking distance is low.
Green. All right, this is our final one, our lowest good score. Best one scored was a 91. 91 on the lowest good looks at how far it takes. It's like 7 minutes to walk there, and the price is 1,180 for 10 days, so about 118 a day. It's not the cheapest one, but it's pretty good, and it's definitely super close. Now, if you thought that the price was more important than just 50-50 or the walking score, there's ways to adjust that, but that's for a later time.